your forecast first. Sponsored by Natex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
The clouds kept the temperatures down this afternoon, but this evening they're actually not too bad for your Friday games. We've got temperatures in the upper 40s and low 50s across there. And again, you can see the clouds out there on our satellite and radar, but you can also see them here on our Brett Weather camera. Still, though, trying to get a nice sunset at times overlooking Champaign on our Roofing Dog iNet. Now, we've got rain in the forecast for tomorrow, but that won't come until tomorrow morning. So the rest of the night should be dry as well. The winds will remain light as well out of the north. But as you look here at the forecast planner, we're going to stay cloudy with temperatures dropping down into the low 40s. We'll time out our rain chances coming up. The WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
I would like to see a school board member take a $20,000 a year job.
Hundreds of teaching assistants are getting set to strike, but they say it's not a done deal.
Plus, a bearded man was arrested for bank robbery in Indiana, while several Illinois police departments have been looking for him.
And it was one of the grand old movie houses from another era, why the curtains are closing on Champaign's Art Theater.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
Quit putting words on paper that say that you value us. Put it on the table. Show us.
Decatur teaching assistants are still preparing to strike on Tuesday, but they say they are willing to go back to the bargaining table. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. These TAs say they simply can't live on the money they're being offered, but the school board isn't budging. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is live in our newsroom. Courtney, so how long are they willing to do this?
Well, Jennifer, they say they'll do it until they can get something they can live on. Many of them tell me they have families, and putting food on the table and a roof over their heads is going to take more than what this current offer contains.
What do we want? A fair contract.
Why would anyone want to go to work and basically go home with $100 to $200 a week?
275 teaching assistants continue to clash with the Decatur School District.
What we have proposed is reasonable. It's not even what we would have liked to have had.
Efforts to agree on a contract have been underway since April. Now they're making signs for Tuesday, the day they could strike.
We've offered over and over. When we left on Wednesday, we offered to come back to the table.
TA Union President Paula Busboom says the district is refusing to budge on health care, but so is the union. The current offer is asking TAs who make $20,000 a year to pay $900 a month for health insurance.
Would they take a job for $20,000 a year, not get unemployment, and pay $900 a month for family health care, and be able to put food on the table and be able to have a roof over their head for them and their family? My answer is probably not.
It's a matter of respect and feeling valued, and when I am taking home so little, I don't feel valued.
They must all have ice in their veins.
We are the TAs.
The school district says the TAs rejected an offer that all other union members have agreed to. They said, quote, "Our students and our families do not deserve to be put through the hardships caused by a strike," and that they hope DFTA members reconsider. If the stalemate continues,
Tuesday's going to be a rough day. Rough day on lots of people. It's going to be hard for all of us. I mean, these people standing back here, this is their livelihood. We don't take any of this lightly.
TA members are asking the community to get involved in urging school board members to come to what they consider a fair deal. Jennifer.
Let's hope they work it out. All right, thank you so much. Now, the union is planning to rally Monday to avoid a strike. They'll meet at 3:30 at the administration building on West Cerro Gordo Street. Now, teachers in Springfield are also in the midst of negotiating a new contract. The district's 186 school board and the teachers union met yesterday with a federal arbitrator. While the two sides haven't reached an agreement, Springfield Educators Association president says there has been no discussions about a strike. The school board and the union have been in talks since April. The next meeting is scheduled for the 30th.
Decatur police have arrested a man for a shooting that killed one person and hurt another. It happened at the corner of Van Dyke and King Streets around 10:30. 30-year-old Ernest Wren was found dead on the street. Police arrested Deontay Meriwether for first-degree murder. One woman at the scene says she didn't know Wren personally but knew of him. She believed he was trying to make something of his life. She wanted to stay anonymous, but shared her reaction to what she saw.
It's sad. It's so sad. Like I said, I watched those guys do their little thing, you know, trying to work, trying to build something better for themselves.
People who knew Wren say he was the type of person who would do anything for anyone. Others described him as respectful and mild-mannered. We have new information tonight. Police say a man arrested in Indiana is the prime suspect in a bank robbery in Champaign.
Officers arrested Joseph Kruger for robbery in West Lafayette, but they say that's not where his string of robberies started. WCIA 3's Andy Olson is with us. So where else is he suspected of doing this?
Jennifer, Watsika police have also identified Kruger as the main suspect in a September bank robbery. In each one, police say he had a gun and a fake white beard. 41-year-old Joseph Kruger of Tilton is facing felony robbery charges for bank robberies in Illinois and Indiana. Kruger was on supervised release when the robberies happened. An affidavit says his probation officer recognized him in surveillance pictures despite his disguise of a fake beard. The robberies started in March. Champaign police say that's when Kruger robbed First Midwest Bank. Then in September, Watsika police say he robbed a bank there. This Tuesday, police say he struck again in West Lafayette. Prosecutors say Kruger admitted to carrying a gun at every robbery, but Kruger says it was a BB gun. Police found that BB gun along with the fake beard in Kruger's car. Watsika Detective Josh King says community members are relieved he's behind bars.
I reached out to the bank tellers yesterday as soon as I knew he was in custody, and you could definitely see the relief on their faces that he was finally in custody.
Yet police say that they have also shared information with Kankakee police for a robbery there involving a man with a fake beard. The preliminary charges are 2 counts of level 5 felony robbery and 1 count of level 3. Jennifer.
Andy, thank you. Now, Kruger is expected to be formally charged in court early next week. He's currently being held on $300,000 bond. Champaign police need help finding a robbery suspect. Tyson Biggers is wanted for armed robbery with a firearm. Police say he robbed the same business twice on West University Avenue near South Randolph. Both times he held up the store worker and got away with cash. If you've seen Biggers or know where he is, call police.
Urbana police honored retired canine Hunter yesterday with one last ride in his squad car before he was put down. Hunter joined UPD in 2008 as a rescue from Macon County. He worked as a narcotics and human detection canine until retiring in 2017. His last ride included a police escort from members of the Champaign PD, UIPD, and the Sheriff's Office. An honor guard was there to salute him as well. 3 area nursing homes have been fined for licensing violations by the Illinois Department of Public Health. One is the University Rehabilitation Center of CU. That's the former Champaign County nursing home. They received 2 fines totaling $4,900. One was for no reports of fire and disaster drills in the past year, plus no disaster policy plan. Garden View Manor in Danville received the largest fine of $25,000. That was for accidentally giving the wrong medication to a patient. Accolade Healthcare of Paxton Senior Living was fined $2,200. It failed to respond to a patient's request for assistance using the toilet. Instead, the patient sat on a bedpan for more than 2 hours.
There were a lot of students wearing jeans around one high school this week, more than normal. Why the denim look was to help a family in need.
Also tonight.
We have 2 teams fighting for the IHSA postseason. Why one is the winner and the other, we'll have to wait and see.
And we've got temperatures that will be falling into the low 40s tonight while being cloudy, but we're talking about rain for the day tomorrow. Actually, a really cool looking view there on our almanac for our Braccio weather camera. You can see the sunset there through the clouds. We've got temperatures that only topped out today in the middle 50s. Definitely a washout tomorrow, though, so we'll talk about that as well as the cold temperatures on the way.